Hey, what is going on, guys? It is TemperAlliance, and today in this video I want to do a little something different. So I was watching Markiplier's video about YouTube, is it changing, and that's pretty much inspired me in order to make this commentary, because I've been thinking about it a lot, and it kind of got to a point where, you know, these things are actually happening on YouTube that some people might not be aware of. But I kind of want to introduce something like this to the channel. It kind of gives me an excuse to do more commentaries, what I always wanted to do. It kind of gets me away from, you know, trying to just edit stuff that I've been playing with friends. You know, I first started out this channel doing commentaries. I loved it to bits, and it's something that I want to keep doing, but I don't know, I just didn't have any topics to talk about, so I kind of wanted to introduce these things, you know, whether it's gaming related or not, because I just like doing commentaries, and I like to talk about stuff like this. So if you guys want to check out Markiplier's video about, you know, is YouTube changing, if that's the actual title, I can't remember if it is or not, there will be a link in the description below. You guys can go check that out and then come back and watch this video. So I kind of want to talk about YouTube and is it changing, and the answer to that is yes it is. You know, YouTube first started out as this website where we record stuff on our camera phones, making it very shitty quality and just uploading it right away without editing it, without doing anything to it, and it was mostly used for, you know, recording stuff that people were making mistakes to, you know, like, I don't know, parking mistakes, or someone doing something unaware that they shouldn't be doing, and just people just happen to record it and post it on YouTube, or, you know, record some funny stuff that, you know, family members were doing just to make themselves look stupid on the internet. And it was also used just to make short films. That was what YouTube was used at the time, and there was no partnerships, there was no money making out of it. It was just mainly used for fun. And then it came to a point where Google took over, and a few years down the line, you know, partnerships started coming in, and it became a point where you can actually do YouTube full time, and that's what everyone wants to be. That's kind of the job that everyone wants to do full time, and, you know, YouTube became this, you know, money making full time job pretty much. So now, you know, you have to put big money into stuff like this. So you had to, you know, purchase, you know, a good camera, a good computer to edit your content, a good, you know, editing software, you know, something that, you know, like the most editing software people use nowadays is Sony Vegas, which costs like 500 euros. So you know, you need to save up some money for that. So it's like, my point is that YouTube, you know, you have to spend a lot of money in order to make good content, and that's what everyone wants to do full time, because now you get this opportunity in order to do YouTube full time. Some people might believe me when I say this, but I don't really care if I do YouTube or not. I'm not aiming to do YouTube full time. If I was, then I probably would have, I don't know, sent videos to random people and see what they think of it, or something like that, or, you know, self-employ myself on other people's videos or something like that. But personally, I'm not trying to you know, like, do YouTube full time, because, you know, plus, even if I was, I probably wouldn't be going to school or work. I probably wouldn't be working. So yeah, so I'm not aiming to do it. But if I did, I'm not gonna lie, it'll be absolutely amazing. But, you know, it's not that easy than what people think. You know, like, there are so many people out there who already does YouTube full time, like Ali, T Martin, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jenna Marble, so on and so forth. There are so many people out there who are doing YouTube full time that some of the smaller channels don't really have a good opportunity than what they have now. Because back then, when they were doing YouTube, they pretty much weren't up against anyone who was already big. They were pretty much the first people to do YouTube, and then people saw them first, and then that's how they became big. And now the smaller channels are pretty much having troubles in order to get big because there's already people out there that already do YouTube full time, and that's what most people are going to watch because they're kind of more known to YouTube than what smaller channels have. But yeah, so my point is that YouTube has changed, and that I think it's going to continue to change over the years because YouTube is now a business. It's kind of like this money racket that people are trying to get so much money out of you, pretty much. Well, not out of you, the viewer, because it doesn't cost you anything in order to watch a video. But now YouTube is pretty much trying to charge you for something. Like, so they introduced this thing called YouTube Red, and they are charging you to watch an episode, like, I don't know, Scaring PewDiePie, and I think Prank vs. Prank has their own show called Prank Academy or something like that. It's not free, you have to pay for it, which is costs like €2 an episode. I personally don't like to pay that because there's already YouTube, and those people who have YouTube Red content are still making content for free on the actual YouTube website. So for me, there's no point. But YouTube is changing, and it's changing into this financial thing that they're just trying to gain money from it, and try and make it a full-time job. And it's completely fair enough. Like, don't get me wrong, it's completely fair enough if you want to try and do YouTube full time. Personally, I think more like the more people who do YouTube is better because there's more people to watch. And plus it's a big, huge advantage between watching TV and watching YouTube, because YouTube has unlimited amount of resources that people do. There are so many people out there in the world, and there are probably like thousands of people doing YouTube, and it's kind of like trying to flick a channel on the TV. There are just so many people to watch, and that's what's great about YouTube. On TV, you only have a limited amount of sources to watch, and that's kind of a big, that's a huge disadvantage to what YouTube has, because YouTube, has so many people out there making content, and it's great. But my only problem is that people who try and do YouTube full time might not like it, and they're just going to do it anyway because they like the idea of doing it full time and all that. Now, let me tell you why that is not the best idea. Now, the reason why I think this is because there might become a time where you get big on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know how you did it. You probably make better content than me, and you got there. And if you do not like doing YouTube as a job, or do not like doing YouTube in general, then there will come a time where you're not going to want to make any videos. Because the big advantage between YouTube and a real job is that you're your own boss, you do your own hours, and you work when you please, really. And most YouTubers work 7 days a week, and they at least edit one video, post it to the internet, and that's pretty much their job done. And they have the whole day to themselves, which is also a big advantage between YouTube and a real job. But if people do this YouTube thing and not like it and try and get money out of it, it's not going to do them any good, because there will come a time where you get big and you're not going to want to edit any videos. And especially when you're your own boss, you're going to convince yourself, I won't edit a video today, probably tomorrow. And it's going to keep going and going and going. And when you get all those subscribers, they're going to want to come to your channel and expect another video. And if they don't see another video in so long, you're going to lose that subscriber. Because when you do YouTube, it's really important, especially when you're trying to make money out of it, is you make a video at least once a day. One video a day maximum. I do 2 videos a day when I have time. most of the time it's one video a day, but at the same time I'm not trying to do it full time, so for me it doesn't matter. But for people who are trying to do YouTube full time, it's really important that you at least make a video a day. It kind of keeps your subscribers with you on the channel. That's what keeps them there. That's pretty much what makes them want to come back to your channel. If there's going to be no videos for a few months, then you have lost that subscriber. Because like what I personally do is that when I watch a YouTuber for so long, like Muzzafuzza is a great example. Like Muzzafuzza edited videos and he just posted videos every single day. It was mostly commentary, sometimes it was montages, and I loved him. I absolutely loved his content. I subscribed to him and I kept on going back to see his videos. Unfortunately, it came a time where he didn't want to do YouTube anymore, and he just stopped editing videos and posting it on the internet. And then I, kept on coming back to his channel, found out there's no videos today, I'll try tomorrow, and so on, so on, so on. And around a month later, there was still no videos, and I was like, right, I'm not coming back to this channel anymore. There's no videos, and I don't think this guy's going to is going to upload a video anytime soon. So that's pretty much the big disadvantage if you're trying to do YouTube full time, is that you don't upload any videos. And if you don't like it, then YouTube is really not the role for you. And it's really important that that you don't give up your job, and that you don't drop out of school because you want to do this thing full time, even though you might not like it. Like, I would always suggest to go to college and do what you want to do. I think you're going to have a better experience out of that than trying to do YouTube if you might not like it. But if you're not sure if you like doing YouTube or not, I would say try it anyway. Try and edit a video, and try and do it daily, depending on what kind of spare time you have. If you're in college and doing part-time work, and then when you're coming back and too tired, that's fair enough. But whenever you have free time, make a video, upload it, and see how it goes. Try and give it a month, and if you don't like it, then there's really no point doing it. If you feel that it's not suiting you and you don't want to upload and you don't want to do any any videos, then it's not really the good choice for you. I would always say go to college, do what you want to do, and try and get a full-time job out of what you're doing, because you're going to have a better time doing that than trying to do YouTube. And that's pretty much my problem with people trying to do YouTube full time, because everyone wants the same thing. Everyone wants to try and do it like a full-time job, so that they don't have to get up early in the morning and go to work. Like, I can kind of understand that, but if you don't like doing YouTube, I don't know why you're doing YouTube. That's kind of like my problem, and that's the way I see it. If you disagree with me, that is completely fair enough. That is 100% up to you. But personally, that's how I feel about the situation. And that's pretty much the way YouTube is going. Everyone wants the same thing. It's turning into a financial thing, and they're just trying to make lots of money as they can, and that's what full-time YouTubers do. And even though they're not really trying to, because they're not taking money off you, the viewer. They're pretty much taking money from putting ads on their videos and just getting a load of subscribers subscribe to them and all that. That's how they're pretty much making their money. But yeah, YouTube has pretty much turned into a big financial thing, and that's pretty much where it's gonna go from here on out. And it'll probably get even bigger as years go on, because more and more people watch YouTube than they do actually watching TV. Now, Markiplier has pretty much talked more about pretty much the same thing, really. But I kind of want to go into more depth about people trying to do it full time, even though they might not like it. So yeah, so that is pretty much everything that I want to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, I want to see more of this, then let me know by hitting the like button, and leave those comments down below. Do you agree with me on the things that I said? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below, and it's completely your opinion. And apologies if I sound harsh in some of the words I said, but which I don't believe I did, but you know, that's pretty much how I feel. And you know, don't mistake it as me getting angry about it. I'm completely not angry about it. It's just I just don't understand why people would do it, even though they might not like it. You know, it's always important that you do something full time that you enjoy, and that's pretty much my goal and what I'm going to do. You know, college first, this last, because you know, it might not work out. You know, me doing YouTube, you know, trying to do it full time might not even work out, because I've been doing YouTube for so long now, and I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere with YouTube. So I'm gonna have a backup plan, go to college, try and get a full time job out of that, and that'll be me done. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.